Peace, peace. Kevin now. Just trying to put it together. Still January 22nd, 2024 on the Gregorian 14th month, 4th day of the 78th year of Malachi Zadok's calendar, also called the HUWA'AM. The saying for today, well, the quote for today is, when you are down, that's when your real friends will pick you up. Right? What about your friends? Right? That's what Tender Love and Care or TLC was singing about, right? So yeah, when you're down, that's when your real friends come through and pick you up. If they can find you. If they can find you. I got friends now that I've known since elementary school. Right? That's still living, that I see from time to time. Right? In real life. And then there's others that I see on social media. You know what I mean? Still alive though. You know what I mean? People I've known since I was a child. That's still here. You know what I mean? Some of which, you know what I mean, I've helped to raise up when they was down, and vice versa. Raise me up when I was down. Right? People that know you know you. You know what I mean? Not the new friends. No, not the new friends. Not the new friends. Nah, I'm talking about people that know you know you. Right? Those are the ones that come through and lift you up. Right? So, shout out to them. But yeah, like I said, I'm just sitting here trying to put it together. I mean, it's been in my mind to just start recording these streams. You know what I mean? Streams of outformation. You know what I mean? After all, I've been here for what, half a century plus. This is my 54th, going into 55th year Not quite a cycle yet, but still, what do they call it? Silver. I passed the silver. Heading to the gold. You know what I mean? Trying to live and be healthy, because got a new addition to the family tree. My little niece, Julia. Trying to find. No, let me pull from the photos. Gotta make a slide, so that's what that's about. So anyway, sure there's pictures on Facebook that I could pull up, but suffice to say, new addition to the family, my niece Julia. Aria. Right. I pronounced the J as a Y. I call her Yulia. She named after me and my brother's grandmother, Julia Owens. All right. So yeah, gotta stay alive, be healthy. You know what I mean? And mentally sharp. You know what I mean? To be able to teach her about this world. You know what I mean? As I become wiser, and have grown men who are doing well. You know what I mean? Surviving in this world as it is right now. You know what I mean? Even though we know survival is not enough. You know what I mean? We on our own land, but we don't own land. Don't have our own towns and cities governed by our own as American Indians. You know what I mean? Mislabeled and misclassified as black, white, Negro, colored. All those brand names. All right. So I'm just trying to put it together. put the family tree together, link back to tribes that was in those areas where my ancestors were born and raised, going back to the early 1800s. As far as records go on my father's side, further back on my mother's side. So we can see the games that was played that enabled, these foreigners to get the foothold that they got. The same way that, again, the United States government is giving foreign immigrants who coming in a foot up. You know what I mean? Giving away our land at first, now trying to give away, our economy, our occupations. So just trying to put it together. A lot of things to deal with. Shit that we need to be talking about and planning. We talk about it in public, but plan privately. You know what I mean? Blast them with the campaign they blasted us with. You know what I mean? They hit us off with the whole media campaign. Still hitting us off with the whole media campaign. The images they got of us are just crazy. The actions, that we're depicted doing, is crazy. It has an effect on our children, right? Poison in their eyes and poison in their minds. That's my open eye on it, or what you call opinion. You know what I mean? But I'm just going by what nature placed in front of me to observe every day, every night. Or should I say every shadow hour. Sitting up here watching this UFO shit, or UAP now. That's what they call them, UAPs. Can't tell people that, you seen UFOs. They start thinking you crazy. You know what I mean? But think what you want to think. I have seen what can be classified as unidentified flying objects. You know what I mean? And UAPs, unknown aerial phenomena, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? With witnesses. You know what I mean? So that's just a part of my life here on planet Earth thus far. Planet Ear, 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 EAR. EART, right? Some call it hard because it's hard. You know what I mean? Life is hard on Earth. It's meant to mold and shape you. You know what I mean? Challenge you. Right? At the same time, things can be easily acquired. They just don't talk about the effects, you know what I mean, of their invasion of our land and the trafficking of us between the islands and the mainland, Turtle Island, Atland. They just want to gloss over it. And now that they've tied into the vines and have mixed in, and we got children, the story is now, you know what I mean, convoluted. But this is nothing new. This all happened before. You know what I mean? Where these children rose up against their ancestors that were living or their elders, their mothers and fathers. Same thing going on today. What's going on in? I'm just trying to put it together. You know what I mean? Do like my auntie say, gotta make it make sense. Make it make sense that I'm sitting here doing what my grandma Julia did, talking to myself while I'm looking at TV. I ain't even talked about what the day has been like, aside from taking my blood pressure, which is high. You know, that's common among American Indians, so-called blacks, so-called Negroes. You know what I mean? Not called African Americans until much, 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 much later. You know what I mean? I got the 1800 census, at least, that show you what the classifications were at that time. Black, white, mulatto, Chinese, and Indian. And they didn't want nobody using Indian. So, you know, only those federally right. Anyway, just saying. I know UFOs, UAPs to where we at now. Said I'm just talking. Getting it out. Trying to put it together. Because I'm different from what I used to be. Because change is constant. Change is the reality. I've been constantly changing. You know what I mean? Not just because I'm born under the constellation of the twins. But, you know, because you're two beings anyway, positive and negative, in one. Like it's all in one. Like that's the best tool, right? The all in one. That do everything. So says 2:30 in the morning. I got a whole bunch of tabs open. Trying to do like Melchizedek taught. You know what I mean? Stay up until you can't stay up. Right? That's when you know you're really sleepy, tired, you know what I mean, and need to rest and reset. You know what I mean? And replenish your energy. But you got to test the limits of your energy. And that's something that I learned early on from my early experiences in life in the military. You know, going from the street, you know what I mean, to boot camp, Lackland, you know, different world. You know what I mean? You get your limits pushed, all your limits, physical endurance, your mental endurance. You know what I mean? And I endured a lot from the door going in on through. But I mean, what I learned from there can't never be taken. I know that anything that I put my mind to, I can most definitely do. You know what I mean? And you can definitely make the body bend to the will of your mind. You can will yourself to go on when you think that you can't go on, when you think that you don't got nothing left. You'll find that there's always some reserves in the tank. And saying that shit right now is me telling myself to remember those things. You know what I mean? When I look at the situation that I'm in right now, you know what I mean? It's not comfortable. You know what I mean? You have to be able to deal with discomfort, right? The goal of this is for my elders to be comfortable. You know what I mean? My wife to be comfortable. My sons and grandsons to be comfortable, right? The things that was taken from us. I mean, we got patches of land in places that's in the family still, but we need more. We need that unrestricted, unincorporated land so we can be free to do what the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People says that we can do. You know what I mean? It's an inherent right. It's a God-given right. You know what I mean? So there's that. Like I said, I'm just trying to put it together. Just talking out loud like I saw my grandma do when I was growing up. Speak it out. Talk it out. Gotta talk it out with yourself. You know what I mean? Ask yourself them questions. Because yourself got the answers. Self got a direct line to the source of all. You know what I mean? You can sit and observe how things go out here. and move accordingly. All right. For so long, you know what I mean, our people was under the spell of sleep, you know what I mean, being led around with blinders on. And now when the blinders come off, you know what I mean, that energy has to come back. You know what I mean? And recognition starts to set in. And you start to see how it's been played, how they can do all manner of harm to people physically, but they condition you to not want to harm them in return. And that's wild. You know what I mean? We was terrorized by European, American terrorists. You know what I mean? After the forefathers came over and they settled in, had children, those children, you know what I mean, became parts of terrorist groups, bred right here in America. To hold us when we was making too much progress. You know what I mean? And then they started, I remember out here, they started to do the not congregating together. You know what I mean? Can't be too many of us in a group. Remember that shit? I'm just trying to put it together. I mean, and being that I grew up in it, you know what I mean? The faces I seen associated with it were the same. I mean, of course, we had our own beefs amongst each other. That's one of the things that was used against us in the invasion in the first place. You know what I mean? Come in, be friendly with one tribe, find out who got beef with them, and then tell that tribe you're going to help them settle the beef with the other tribe. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got an expedition going to the other tribe telling them the same thing. You're supplying with whatever you can to facilitate that. You know what I mean? Same thing you do today. You put the guns on the street. You know what I mean? They manufactured by your companies and corporations. We can't get into that game. Or I don't want to say we can't get into that game. I just want to say the gatekeepers make it difficult to get into these games. How about that? You know, I'm just trying to put it together. Make it make sense. Like my auntie say. Because, you know, I got family. I got children. I got grandchildren. That's learning bullshit in school. They're not learning the true history of themselves. They're being taught, you know, the corporate education. You know what I mean? That's designed to turn you into a corporate servant so that you live your life serving the corporations. By hiring yourself to them, right? And then turning around and spending what you earn with them. Yeah, it's wild out here. But I'm just trying to put it together. I ain't gonna hold y'all though. It's just, you know what I mean, like I said, talking to myself. You know what I mean? Coming from the Black Mound. Somebody trying to find that damn picture. Something that wind up forgetting what I found with it. There it is. Right there. Right there, on down. Here. Said coming from coming from right here, the Black Mound. The Shoshone. Yep. That's it right there. The Black Mound. With my clan, tribe of HUWA'AM, dwell to this day. KGUN9. Yep. 6-9. Yeah, I was born. There's some other funny stuff that's on the Google Earth map when you go look at Sentinel Peak. Some shit that I thought was just a message, a sign. On the Sentinel Peak on the Google Earth, there's a memorial there in my name. All right. Kevin Thomas. Thought that was ill. I'm gonna show it to you. You know what I mean? It's all a part of the diary of a whole light being. That is me, a whole light being. Kevin L. of the Black Mountain HUWA'AM. Came from here all the way to the shores of Atlant and the Atlantic Ocean. Meanwhile, my family is on the Pacific coast. See? East to west, west to east. We were in the east, and we were forced to the west. Right? Though we had been in all of these lands, but because the corporation called the United States wanted the coasts and the ports so that they could do the trade that we were doing, right? Same thing, same play. They were running over there across the Atlantic and across the Pacific, right? But like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Sentinel Peak. You know what a sentinel is. See, every time I get ready to stop, I gotta point out the spirit jewel. The spirit jewel. The spirit jewel. You know what I mean? Sentinel Peak. Because it's a place where you can see a wide area. Sentinel. A watcher. Right? And that's the Watcher's Peak. Also called the Black Hill, the Black Mound. Right. I did my magarage around a black mound-like structure, but it was called a pyramid. Aswad Mir, the Black Pyramid. That was in Tamaray, Wahani. All right. Even when we had got land back recently, again, they found a way to tear it down. You know what I mean? War tactics have gotten different. They use different agents and agencies, but it's still the same. You know what I mean? Being conducted and inflicted on us, the American Indians, descendants of the original Americans, and before it was even called America. So, even back in the days of Merker. So, I'm just saying, trying to put it together. I ain't gonna hold y'all like I keep saying, and then go on and on a little bit more. But like I said, Sentinel Peak, called A Mountain. It's just a mountain, a black mound. But that's where I'm from. You know what I mean? And here's where I am. Just trying to put it together. Self-talking to get it off my chest. Things that's in my mind, that's also in my chest. You know what I mean? It's a treasure chest. And sometimes a trick chest. Right? So I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm about to shut it down. Peace.